Today we're going to look at one of the forgotten solid-state memory card formats that's been around. Now, we all know what SD cards are, we all know what compact flash cards are, but there were others like Smart Media and Sony's proprietary memory stick. And the memory stick is still used on some of their cameras. In fact, the camera I'm recording this on actually supports memory stick and SD, but let's check this adapter out. Over the years, Sony has really made some interesting cameras, and this is one of the more interesting cameras that I think Sony made. This one's a hybrid camera. It says right here, Hybrid Plus. Now, what makes this one so special is, well, one, it records directly onto DVD, and it's also dual layer compatible, although I don't think you'd be able to find those discs anymore. It'll record onto DVD-R, DVD-RW, plus R, plus RW, and plus R dual layer. And what makes this one interesting is, well, it's high definition. So it can record in AVC HD. And it has internal memory, 8 gigabytes. It can record on these little mini discs, these little mini DVDs. It can record them as a compatible DVD video. So in other words, in standard definition, it can record onto a regular standard DVD that will play back on any DVD player. See, I've got a plus RW in here now. It'll also record in AVC HD, which will allow you to take the disc out and put it into a Blu-ray player, and it plays in full HD. So this is a disc-based HD camera. It will also, as I said, record to internal memory, but it has another feature. It can record to external memory. The problem is it uses Sony's proprietary memory stick. And these are about as rare as hen's teeth these days. Wouldn't it be nice if you could put a MicroSD card in here? Well, you can. This is a Fun Turbo memory stick to MicroSD adapter. I picked this up on Amazon. It cost me I think it was $10, including shipping. And we're going to try this out. We're going to take this, open this one together, and pop a 64 gig SD card in it and see whether it works. So let's open up the package. Why do they make these things impossible to get into? You know, it's like everybody does it. Let's just make the package impossible to get into. You basically have to cut into it to get into them. SD cards are the same. You spend more time trying to open the package than you do installing the equipment. Alright, so there's the MicroSD to memory stick adapter. And I have a 64 gig MicroSD card. Let's plug it in and see if I can format it, and we'll make some recordings on the camera. So we plug it in there, and it just goes in like that. Let's turn on the camera and we'll put it into memory stick mode, and oh, it wants me to set the area. I haven't used this in a while, you see. Los Angeles, that's good enough. Daylight saving time on. Next. It's not 2007, it's 2025. That's for this camera. This is a 2007 camera. I think this is probably one of the last cameras that Sony made that featured a DVD drive. 4th month, today is the 4th day. And I gotta set the time. lock set. I don't know that it matters, but okay. I'm going to go into home. I'm going to go into camera settings. I forget how to set this up. It's been a while since I've used it. I have to go into, I think it's that one. Media set. There we go. Memory stick. HD memory stick. Yes. So now it's set to record in HD to the memory stick. And it says there's image database file is corrupted. Let's fix that. You can see it's writing to the memory. This memory stick may not be able to record and play images correctly. Why not? Maybe I need to format it. Let's go back to where are we here? That one? Settings. Maybe the memory stick is that I put in there is not fast enough. But let's see here. Time left. Oh look, HD. Let's switch our quality here. How do I do that? Do that. It says it says it's 59 gigs available, so it does see it. It might not be fast enough. That's why. It's interesting. I get the same message for non-Sony media. It's an SP. I want to bump this. I want to bump the quality up. Is it that one? Oh, here we go. Record mode. We're going to go to full HD. Oh, maybe that's why it's not fast enough. Well, that's always a possibility. Let me just take a look at the media here. Maybe I'll try a different SD card, because this one here I don't know what it is. It's just one that I had kicking around. What is this one? What's the speed on this thing? It might not be fast enough, and that might be why it's. It says ultra speed, but it does not give me a class. So it might not be fast enough. Let me go dig up another micro SD card and see whether I still get that same error message. I got another one. This is 128 gig. This one, the name of it of all things is called Old Card. Must have been one I used for something, and I retired it, or I'm just not using it, but it has nothing on it, so I'll probably have to format this one. Let's see what it says here. Memory stick access. Memory stick is not formatted. Yeah, no kidding. We'll just format this one here. So I gotta go into, I think it's the settings here. One of these will be format. Where is it here? It's got to be a setting in here to format this thing in the camera. General settings. Remote control. Control for HDMI. It should be media format. There we go. And memory stick. Memory stick. All, yes, we'll just format. This is blank, so we'll format the memory stick and see whether I get that error message on this one. This should be a faster memory card. Completed. Okay. Am I going to get the error message? This memory stick may not be able to record or play images correctly. Wonder why I'm getting that. But it's in full HD. Okay, so it is in full HD. Record mode, full HD. Let's get out of here. See if I get that message again. Okay, let's go to record. Okay, it says it may not be able to record and play images correctly, but it looks like it is recording. And there's like 940 minutes of recording time left on here. So we'll make some recordings on here. I'll take the camera out and just try playing around with it a bit, and we'll pull the memory card out of here and see if it works. It should. I mean, it looks like it's recording. It's lighting up here. Now that message may have come up because it's not a Sony, and Sony are looking to see whether it's a Magic Gate memory stick Pro Dual, and it's actually an SD card in a memory stick adapter, so that might be why that message pops up, but it looks like it's recording. I'm able to zoom in and zoom out, and it's recording now, so let's just give it a try and see. I'll take it outside and take some pictures on this camera, and we'll take a look at how it looks. So say this is one of my favorite little cameras, this one, just because of the fact that it has all those capabilities built in. And I should be able to, and I'm going to try this. I'm going to plug this in through the USB port into my standalone Sony DVD recorder that will allow me to dub from here. I know I can do it from the internal memory, and I know it will work from memory stick, and I can also make a copy. Like if I record something on a DVD RW, I can play it back on here and actually burn it on my little dub station, which is a little DVD recorder with a little screen on it, a Sony one. And it will do that. It has a button here just for that, for dubbing. But a neat camera. Say this is one of my favorite little cameras of them all. Is because, well, it's cool. It's got lasers in it. Anything that has lasers is cool, right? Anything has lasers, but having the memory stick adapter brings it into the 21st century, basically, because memory stick itself is a dead format. You can still find them, but they are quite expensive, and I think the largest ones they made was 32 gig, and that might be why I'm getting that message, because I'm using a size capacity that was larger than the largest memory stick that they made, which was 32 gigs. But it is making the recording. See, I get that message when I stop. When I start, do I get it again? And I get that message again. But it records. It just pops up for a second when I make the recording. I wonder if it'll disappear. If I tap the screen, yeah, you see? If I tap the screen, it will disappear. So if I hit record and then tap the screen, that disappears. I'll have to try it with a 32 gig or smaller and see whether I still get that message, because that might be relating to the actual capacity. But we'll see if it records. So let me take it and take some pictures. Oh look, the cherry blossoms are out. I took the camera outside and just took a few shots with it, and yeah, it complains every time you press record. I mean, that's the thing it does. It will do this every time you hit record. it will come up with a message. Now, when you use a non-Sony disc, it tells you the same thing. It says use of Sony DVDs are recommended. You get that message that comes up like when you're using a non-Sony disc, but you only get it when you first turn the thing on. This one here, every time you hit the record button, it comes up with a message. It says this memory stick may not be able to record or play. As far as I know, it's recording and playing just fine. It says it's recording. It's recording. I did put a 32 gig in just to see what would happen, and it comes up with the same message. So obviously the camera is checking to see whether it is actually a Magic Gate memory stick, and since it's not a Magic Gate, it is giving you a message telling you so, but it's still recording. If I switch modes on here, if I go to home, I think it's this one, media, where are we at here? Got to go to media set. Media set. If I go to disk, and I'm going to change it, it'll change both. There should be room on this disk here. It's not full. It's got some stuff on it, but I should get the same type of message. You see, Sony disc recommended. So it's the same thing. It's reading the disc, and it's determining that it's not their certified media. If I go back to playback, there should be some stuff on this disc. I think there's just some eagles up in the tree. Yeah, that's what's on here. There's some pictures I took of the eagle in high def. The eagle up in the tree that nests up there. There's a couple of them around here. But it gets the job done, and you know, this little adapter, it was $10. I think, you know, for someone who's got a camera that they don't have a memory stick for, this little solution here, the Fun Turbo Born for the Player Memory Stick Pro Duo Adapter, right? It will allow you to use microSD cards. I'm using a 128 gig in here. It's working fine. And it says replace your Memory Stick Pro Duo with any microSD card up to 128 gig compatible. It says compatibility tested, fully compatible Magic Gate Memory Stick and Memory Stick Pro Duo. All known issues are fixed. Well, it's got an issue where it tells me it might not be compatible, but I think it works. So we'll take the memory out of here. I'm going to pop this in the computer. We will take a look and see whether it actually does record. I think it probably is going to record okay. I haven't looked at it yet, but I think that we are probably going to be okay with this one. But let's go and take a look and see if the files I recorded are actually here and whether I can import them. Anyway, let's take a look and see if it actually works. But I think we got a winner here, and for what it costs, it certainly will allow you to use your older devices. This was a great little camera, and it's nice and small and compact. Is it better than what I'm shooting this on? Obviously not, because this one's a 4K camera. But for an HD camera, it's a nice little camera. And I say I picked this up for $40. I think I got a winner on this one. Anyway, thanks for watching.